pong kagalakan sa amin na makasama at maging bahagi sa inyong celebration. A while ago po ay kinanta natin yung isang song na with the lyrics, I'm gonna live to shine your light. No? So I go, wow, it is the verse that the Lord gave me to share with you is from Acts 13:47 that says, "For this is what the Lord has commanded us. I have made you a light for the Gentiles, that you may bring salvation to the ends of the earth." Ang bawat mananampalataya po, if you are claiming that you are a Christian, a follower, a believer of Christ, God commanded us to shine His light. And He also commanded us to go and make disciples of all nations. Not only reaching out Filipinos reaching out Filipinos, but Filipinos reaching out all nations. Amen ba yun? Because the Great Commission was given to every believer, and we are commanded to go and make disciples of all nations. And katulad ng binanggit kanina ni Pastora, sometimes wala siya sa Japan because she was in different places outside Japan. Alam niyo po, in the Great Commission, we have 4 roles, 4G's. Kung merong cellphone na 4G, meron din po tayong 4G. Una po, lahat tayo may role sa Great Commission ng Panginoon. Una po, pwede tayong maging goer. Ito po yung mga hayo ng hayo. Pangalawa, you can be a groaner. Alam niyo po ba yung groaner? You can be a prayer warrior. As your pastora or other church members go out for mission, you can pray and intercede for them and with them. Alam niyo po, the success of missions work is on bended knees. Nasa mga taong nananalangin. We cannot do it alone. Kailangan namin ng mga intercessors, prayer warriors. Pangalawa, ang sasakyan po pangatlo, ang sasakyan hindi tatakbo ng walang gasolina. Kailangan merong givers. Una, goer, groaner, givers. Alam niyo po, hindi kami makakahayo like kami ni Pastora Lolet. We're here as career missionaries. We don't have salary here. But our churches and friends here in Japan and other countries have been supporting us for almost 3 years now. And because of that, we can do the ministry of the Lord without worrying about what are going to eat. What are we going to wear? Because God has been faithful in providing our needs through partners. And they are the givers. Lastly, there are groupers. These are the mobilizers and the trainers. Maybe you can help Pastora in training and mobilizing your church and other churches so that they could be part or they could take part in the Great Commission. But the question is, where are you in those 4? Alam niyo po, you can be a goer, at the same time, groaner, giver, and grouper. Grouper or mobilizer. Ayun po ay yung nagmo-mobilize, nagtitrain. So that more missionaries will be equipped to do missions. So ang tanong po, alam mo ba, do you know your role in God's Great Commission? Sa mga goers, meron ba dito goers? Or maybe you are being touched by God to go. Alam niyo po, I am a visible testimony na ang sumusunod sa Lord, hindi niya pababayaan. It has been 16 years now since I followed the Lord. Alam niyo, natuwa ako, may mga trainees. God called me, gave me a vision when I was a trainee in Shizuoka, Ken. And God gave me a vision in 1989 that someday I will be a missionary based in Tokyo. But I didn't know anyone in Tokyo. Because God sent me to Shizuoka, Ken. But God, after 9 years, God fulfilled that vision. So mga kapatid, are you one of the goers? The time is now to obey. And you don't need to resign from your job. If you are an engineer, a teacher, whatever profession you are in, you can be God's missionary in your workplace. Kayo po ang maging light and salt in that workplace. But if God is calling you to go out from Japan, and unreach the unreached people group, don't hesitate to follow the Lord. Because delayed obedience is still disobedience. And partial obedience is still disobedience. Kaya, kung kayo po ay tinatawag ng Lord, the time is now to obey Him. And don't worry about what you will eat, what you will drink, what you will wear, because God will take care of you. As what He has promised in Matthew 6:26-33. At yan po, ako na po yun. 16 years ago, sumunod sa Panginoon. Hindi pa po ako nagutom, hindi pa ako nawala ng pera. And I've been traveling to different countries. Ako po ang visible testimony that God is faithful to those who follow Him.
Amen.
So mga kapatid, what is your role in the Great Commission? Are you a goer, a groaner, a giver, or a grouper? Dapat po, wala pong exempted sa Great Commission. All of us must faithfully do our part. Because when we take part in the Great Commission, we are one with God in His mission's work. This is the Lord's work, not our work. But we are joining our hearts, our hands, our lives with God as we do His Great Commission. Mga kapatid, ang prayer ko po sa Logos International Ministry Japan, that the Lord will continue to use you mightily for the expansion of His kingdom here in Japan and around the world. Alam niyo po, ang pastoryo, meron niyang global vision. I hope because she has a vision that is in line with the vision of God to reach the nations for Christ. So, dalayan ko po, let's be one with God in accomplishing His Great Commission. God bless you all.